The following action figure is intended for ages 18 and up. You may see a crotch bulge if you look hard enough.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978, Mezco 112 Collective, Marvel Spider-Man from Far From Home. This is actually a Mezco exclusive, my first Mezco exclusive. The box looks like this. They have this artwork on the back. And yeah, there's no slipcover or any details about what you're getting in the box. I guess you should know from the website. Here's Spider-Man with all of his accessories. Yes, this is intended for adult collectors. I mean, you could spend the money on it for a little kid if you wanted to, but they're just going to destroy it and lose all this shit right here. Let's get the most basic accessories out of the way first. You get this display base right here. I like the texture on there. It looks just like the logo did in the movie. Looks like this on the bottom. Has this peg right there. Spider-Man has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. You plug his foot in there and boom, he's on a stand. He also comes with this display arm right here. It has a big post right there that you typically can't really do anything with as far as these figures because they never peg directly into their bodies. So you get this little grabby arm that has 2 points of articulation, and because it's on that post, it can rotate, and it bends here, bends here, bends here. If you want to use this, what I do is I go in the back of here and push at the foot peg right there, put that out to the side, and what we need to do is we take this included bag right here and throw it inside of here before it gets lost. They give you enough room right here to write Spider-Man on there, Far From Home. But after poking that out, you could leave it down there, but I wouldn't because you want to see the Spider-Man logo. Plug it in here, and now we can use it. See? Using it. Isn't that awesome? Out of the packaging, he comes with regular fists right here. That's what they look like. There's a little bit of webbing around there and whatnot. They also give him these gestury wall crawling hands, and you can see the little mechanism that shoots out the webbing right there. This one is more cuspy grasp looking, but yeah, that's what they look like. You'll have fun trying to figure out what to do with these things, like make him look like he's crawling or doing something like this. Naturally, you get web shooting hands right there, and if you notice, there's like a little hole right there or a slot in the base of the palm right there. Why? That's because they give you these two pearlescent looking, I guess it's pearlescent plastic. It kind of looks silver, but not really silver, like silver blended with white. You get this effect, and you get this more straight shot effect right here. They both have whoops at the bottom. One of them still had the little thing inside of it that I had to pop out. But you take this, groove it into the hand first, and then pop the peg inside of that. And now he can look like he's shooting web at somebody. Same for this one. This would be more like if he's trying to grab something bigger, I would assume, or grab a criminal, whatnot. This would be more like if he's just trying to shoot the wall real quick. But yeah, you could do whatever you want, and you can flip it whichever way you want. Only thing is, if you flip it like this, it's arched in that direction. And I don't know if gravity would want that. I would imagine it would be more like this. You get a double pair of gripping hands right here. What can he grip, you might be wondering? This thing right here, this bendy wire web right here. At both ends, there is this little knot right there. So you can either hold that or you could slip this through. I kind of find it's a little bit, because of the way it's shaped, a little bit difficult to get into the hand. But there we go. I try to like bend it around, like he kind of keeps wanting to let go of that. So I would experiment with how you want to make him hold that. But there you are with that. Here's a picture I took earlier with it. He also comes with this web mask piece right here, which I can see right there. That's pure white. So this is actually painted on, this silver sheen to it. That's actually painted on. It even has a cutout for the mouth right there. What you can do with this is you can use good old Frank right here and slap that on his face, and you can do a little scene like this. For the last bit of accessories, it involves his head, so take a good look at the web sculpting on the head. Is nicely textured and whatnot. Detailed, there's textures around the eye and whatnot. You can just pop this right off. Here is this head right there with the eyes a little bit more squinty. And then you can do this one where they're all the way focused squinty. The last two accessories, he comes with this Tom Holland head right there, or Peter Parker head. It looks good. I was watching The Amazing video. Typically when I'm about to review a figure, I don't watch other people's review, but I was pressed to see this. But that looks good. And what happened in that video, I guess the previous unmasked face, that one looked more real to me. It looked more lifelike because of the way it was painted. It looked like it was sculpted the same, but the skin tone right here that they picked, which I guess is supposed to be more tan, I don't know, he looks more dollish than that other face. If we zoom all the way in, you can see little skin textures and whatnot, like pores and whatnot. I can't see this with my naked eye, to be honest. It also depends on the lighting. Like with my naked eye, it just looks like that. But bring it down some, we can see some of that pore action. But here's the hair. And what's odd, the last accessory, I believe these were called Edith, the glasses. They have no like ridges or ear holder things right there. And they didn't sculpt out any place for this to like slide through his hair. At least not that I can see. That's a solid head. But that makes it really frustrating getting these on. Like, I can get it on the eyes, but then you want to have this down. So you have to like delicately move them into a position where it looks natural. But here we are with this. And now to finally get into his body or Spider-Man suit himself, we see it has like this soft rubbery feeling material right there. That material is actually all throughout this suit. Anywhere you see any texture like that, it's like this soft rubbery feeling situation right there, all down the legs, all over. So it's not just straight up spandex. Like, you can feel that all over, and it bends and flexes, and it's not tearing eye. Really like that. I appreciate that they made this part right here a hard plastic that I guess goes over top of the fabric on his arm, or however they decided to do that. But it definitely makes getting the fist on and off without feeling like you're gonna rip the fabric. It does a good job of that. And here's the back people have been worrying about. This doesn't, you can see the stitching right there. They have to accommodate for that some type of way, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look, to be honest. But here are the boots. Here's the bottom of that, the treads down there. No toe articulation, and let's get into that articulation. The head is on a double ball post at the top. It can look up that much and come down about that much, and of course pivot and whatnot. Then this is on a ball post coming up. The way this fabric works, the fabric actually dips underneath of the neck. So let's see if I can just pull this off. Actually, I'm wrong. I popped this off by accident earlier, but I forgot this is like a double ball right there with no post. But here's how that's going into there. So you get a lot of rock and whatnot. You can go up, and the head can go up. Right here, the shoulders can go up that much. You put creases in it, but it seems like they just go right back into shape when you bring this down because it stretches out. But The arms, the shoulder, I don't know whether it's on like a ball post or it's an actual butterfly, but it can go back and forward, and it seems to stay. It doesn't come forward that much. You have this rotation to go up. This is what this is looking like. I don't buy a lot of high-end action figures, but if you watch my channel, you will see me put this crap to the test because I like articulation. It will have to be really scary for me not to be able to do something like this in my video. If you come back, bicep swivel right here, double jointed elbows. I don't think it has forearm rotation, but universal joints in the wrist. They can crunch in a lot for Spider-Man. That's good. It has the upper torso, upper diaphragm, which is kind of hard. Well, here it is. He's twisting right there. But it's kind of scary because you don't, I feel like I'm going to rip this, but it seems to be moving, and that's good. That's friggin' awesome. He has the same thing down here. So you can get a lot of this and a lot of that. You can get a lot of back. You can get forward, but he tends to pop back up when you come forward. That's my one thing that is frustrating me, that he likes to pop back up after you bend him forward. But it is still there, and this stuff twists and turns with it, and it goes right back into shape, which is great. Legs kick out friggin' all the way. They can kick up about 90 degrees. You can turn it and make it go up a little bit higher. They go back, thankfully. There's a rotation at the thigh. It seems to rotate more inward than... No, I mean, before I start lying, it does go out. There's a double jointed knee. And while you're flexing all this stuff, it does look natural, and it does look like a slender human in the spandex sheet, which is great. The foot is on a double ball post. It can go back a lot, come forward some, and then you get ankle pivot. And that's a lot of ankle pivot for, well, it's actually just a ball post. It's not even a double ball post. In fact, I can pop that out if I wanted to. But yeah, you get a lot of range out of there, so I can't complain too much. If there's anything going on as far as quality control wise, you always have to worry about the stitching. It seems like the stitching gets a little bit kooky in this area right here. There was a big string hanging off right there that I cut off with a fingernail clipper right before I started the review. You can watch me on Figure Action where I actually showed that out. That's a podcast that I do every Thursday. Link in the description. Subscribe, please. And it bunches up right here. The stitching, I guess that must be the end of some stitching right there. I didn't notice that at first, but then after playing with it, I was like, this pants look kind of droopy. But nothing I do, no matter how I shift this, I can't get that bunching to go away. I wish it was like perfectly in the center. So I guess the stitching is a little bit off right there, which is a little bit frustrating when I really look at it. Of course, in poses, never mind, I still notice it. But he is Spider-Man, so yeah, I'll just have to put that into my frame of thinking when I pose him, I guess. Here he is with the Jon Bernthal Punisher. I wonder if we'll ever see this in the actual MCU. Here he is next to the MJ 2-pack Spider-Man right there. Pizza Spidey and Marvel Select Spider-Man from Homecoming. Here's one that shocked me because MJ is so tall. She's a tall female action figure, and she is taller than Tom Holland in real life. Plus she has on these shoes right there, these boots. But she's still shorter than this Spider-Man. Maybe you like him bigger than MJ in your personal canon, but this is what you're working with right there. And here he is with 3 of Spider-Man's MCU villains right here. Maybe you want Mysterio to be a little bit taller? I don't know. Vulture, that's cool to me, and he has a lot of detail. Multiman, I think he was way, way bigger in the movie, but it is what it is. Let's move Vulture out of the way so you can really see that. There you go. And it would be cool if these two have some type of relationship in the movie, but there you are with that. End of the day, I really like this toy. This will be probably on my top 10 list, depending on what else I get. But yeah, I can definitely recommend it. Now, it was a Mezco exclusive, and pretty much all Mezco exclusives sell out right away. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be available. I believe this to be a deluxe figure, so maybe they'll release a regular version that maybe doesn't come with all the accessories, like the Tom Holland head and freaking Edith glasses, or maybe both other separate head sculpts that you can use. And you know what I just realized? I went through the accessories and I didn't show this web one off right here. It's just silvery, pearlescent looking web, I guess you could put up on a wall or whatever, have him hanging from it, or put it on your backdrop. I need a diorama. Horrible, especially watching other people's reviews and they show off their dioramas. Anyway, I like it a lot. I'm super satisfied. The gripes I had are minimal. You can watch the video over if you want to remember what my gripes were. Should have been paying attention. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. The following action figure is intended for ages 18 and up. You may see a crotch bulge if you look hard enough.
Click that shit.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.